Hi there, welcome back to Triplicate. After a pretty lean summer in terms of content posted, as I pointed out in my short, due to being away on the boat, and since I've been back, not just trying to get myself back into normal mode, which includes YouTubing. Also, I forgot to mention on the little short I posted, my apologies for people who posted comments over the last few months. I normally try and answer all the comments, but I haven't answered any of them because I just haven't got around to it. Again, sorry. So, I've been thinking where we're going, what we're doing, what projects we're working on, etc, etc. And in the first instance, I want to move on with the boat speedometer. Now, the boat's done a whole summer away without it, but on a number of occasions it would have been useful to know how fast we were going. So we're going to press on with it and hopefully get it in a couple of videos, or probably 3, knowing the way these things go, working, and a kind of Mark 1 hardware and version 1 software, so we can try it out and move on to something else for a bit. Okay, so this is what we've got, and this is what I'm hoping it's going to look like. And it all needs mounting in the box, I think, which means filing the ends of the corners of the circuit boards off. Yeah. And one thing that really needs doing, which we are going to have a look at now, is these. You see, these are just like light bars which light up to tell you what mode and what units. And I rigged these LEDs hanging off the board like this, and unfortunately I managed, because the tops of these LED chains, that red wire I guess, are 15 volts. I managed to short 15 volts somewhere onto the Nucleo board with predictable results. Oh dear. Okay, so here's what we're trying to do with that. So yeah, this is the Vera board which plugs into that using these. I'm going to put these Vera pins along the edges for the LEDs to attach to, because I can take them on and off easily without having to pull the connections out the Vera board, and the Vera board ends up failing. So we want 3 bits of this like that, and I am going to get on and do some soldering at least, and bring you back. Oh, and I have a diagram of what I want. So those are the strips along there, and these are the holes. So it's, and those are where the LEDs go, and these are the pins, etc. And those are wires. Just so I'm trying not to make it up as I go along. Okay, so here it is. It ain't pretty, but it's all wired up and checked, and I've just tacked the LEDs on the ends for now, just so we can test it. And this wire, oh, come on, stop it. And this wire comes from the positive of the supply, and this wire goes to the negative of the supply. So what should we test first? We try the top, which will actually be the bottom because it's upside down. That's that. That's this side. So now if we alright, so let's just hold that on, see if we're going to mess around with the crocodile clip. So now if we turn the voltage up and we get to around 4 volts, 3.5 volts. And there we go, it's current limited at 20 milliamps. So that's good, so we'll wind the voltage back down. The next one is, try the middle one, green, which, because we're upside down, is there. Turn the voltage back up. Oh, there we go. It's about 4.5 volts it's turning on. And it's actually up about 6 volts. And there we go. Green at either end. So let's test the bottom, which is that connection there. You see that? Oh, there we go. That's coming on nicely. You can see. So it basically all works, is wired up reasonably and not shorted out. So now we want to, can you see, get rid of the light sensor thing and plug this into here. There we go. Bend these up a bit. So now we need to put this back on here, connect it all up and see if we can run these from the code, or the test code anyway. Okay, let's start the app, power up the boat Speedo. Okay, device opened. So we turn on the top. Turn on the middle. Turn on the bottom. Turn off the top. Okay, it's been a bit erratic, but never mind for now. Turn on the top, turn on the middle, turn on the bottom, turn off the top, turn off the middle, turn off the bottom. So that's working. Okay, so now we want 3 bits of this, here, here and here, with silver foil around them. So I will go away and get to work with a bandsaw and try and make those, and they want holes drilled in them, the ends, for LEDs, which is drilling 5mm holes in whatever this is. 8mm bar, so that should be fun. Okay, so what I did in the end is I got my little pieces of square perspex acrylic tube and I drilled a 5mm hole, well, a 5.5mm hole all the way through, and I have, let's see, I don't know whether you'll see that, sanded the top of that so it's frosted. See, that one, you can see that's clear and you can see in. And I've got one on here by way of test, so should we have a look at that? I think we should. So it's not perfect. I don't even sure you can see it, just turn the lights off. And yep, cameras and LEDs, and I'm sure you're not going to have it. You're just going to have to take my word for it. So here we have some silver foil, aluminium foil, and that will, come on, go. Under there like that, and just reflects a bit more of the light back out of the top, just so we have a little more light coming out of it. So I am going to assemble all three like that, and we'll reconvene and have a look, see what we think. Okay, so here we have the light bar unit with some double-sided tape on. Yep, I'm holding it together with double-sided tape like everything I build, seemingly. And here we have our three light bars, so what I'm going to do is stick those down, and hopefully there is enough end here on the acrylic to hold them down. And this is the aluminium foil, shiny side in, to hopefully bounce the light around a bit and produce a bit more of an even light bar. Anyway, well, there was the corner I was peeling off. Come on. Alright, I should have taken these LEDs off before I started. So, let's check that that aluminium is in the middle. And down it goes. That seems to be stuck down reasonably well. Okay. Light bar number 2. We can always trim the aluminium foil off the top. Oh, that is not going to be good. Well, we're going to leave it on and hope, because there's a pin there that I haven't filed down to be flat. Well, we're going to leave it. Going to try it. And number 3. There we go. And I just need some ways of stopping the very edge foil coming off. Oh, I could just stick a piece of tape across there, couldn't I? I will do that. Okay, so there it is. Seems not too flaky. So now I'm going to chop a bunch of this spare wire off these LEDs and kind of loop them round and put them in the holes, and then we can try it. Don't know whether these, I might have to chop all these Verapins off above the board and loop the wires down and solder them on underneath the board. We shall see. Okay, there we go with the front panel on and the kind of a bit of a mock-up of the graphics. So let's try it. Got the monitor app going. There we go. Not perfect, but hey, not bad. It'll do for now. So all I need to do now is build another one of these to go there, which I will do off camera because it'll be the same but a little bit better and quite a lot faster. Okay, so here it is. Considerably tidier job than the other one, and took me a lot less time to make. So shall we plug it in and see? Shall we plug it in and see if it works? Okay, so we've got it installed and we've got the program that controls it. There we go, FTDI opened. So let us try the top. Yay! The middle. Yay! And the bottom. Excellent. And we'll put that on, and apart from the overload from the display, we'll call that the thumbnail. Possibly. Okay, just put a bit of plastic card over it, just to stop it glaring out the camera. Yeah, I think we're alright. I think the orange one needs to be a bit brighter, but I can fiddle with the resistor values on the circuit to do that. So at that point I think I am going to leave this video because I'm not going to spend much time doing it, so the videos are taking a long time to make. And next time I will come up for a system for mounting these light sensors here, because they're currently hanging off some connectors, so I should have put a third connector here, so it would have been stable, but I'll do something. And we'll hopefully get it mounted in the box, which is currently being used as a storage for all the leftover bits. So until then, it is goodbye from Triplicate. Goodbye. Goodbye.